So I'm Kate Upshon and I'm the Executive Assistant to the International HR Director. I am going to be looking down to see the questions that I'm supposed to be answering as I'm talking to the camera. So I need to tell you why I've decided to sign up for the challenge. Really I was looking for a bit of a challenge in my life generally when this came along in the form of Joe Laker, and I thought, why not? We'll give it a shot. What's been the hardest thing so far? Tempting to say the hills that I've been training on, but probably it's actually been the mental drive to push myself when things have been really, really tough, either literally getting to the top of the hill or just getting out there on the bike going training, finding the motivation when it's kind of at rock bottom. Do I think I'll win the yellow jersey? I think I can quite confidently say I won't. How's the training going? It's okay. It's a bit of a process of trial and error, finding out what works. Drinks, food, unfortunately burgers and donuts don't appear to be the choice of prize-winning cyclists. However, energy gel bars have been my latest discovery and they've been fabulous. How are you feeling in the lead up to the challenge? Excited, nervous? Yes, probably both of those. Been a bit worried about a very intense desire to flake out after about 50 miles. And maybe getting a thumping headache, which I've managed to get after almost every long ride I've done. So that'll be a bit of a challenge to find a way around that. And in terms of who I'd like to thank, probably my partner Jez, who's coming along on the challenge as well, for A, just being up for it, and B, for cycling at my pace, which is considerably slower than his, up some pretty hideous hills this weekend, and keeping me going. Although I should say, in all honesty, it's not so much the support of him cycling alongside me, is more the kind of realisation that if I quit, I'm going to have to account for myself to him. That's got me to the top. But no, thank you to him, probably.
In addition to those questions, would you do another challenge?
Yes.
Why do you say yes so quickly?
Because for all that it's been tough and will get tougher, and it really is incredibly tough, some of it, I think personally it gives me a sense of grounding, a sense of doing something that matters to me, in terms of doing something that, putting my efforts towards something that I believe in, and I don't think you find that in many places in the way we live today.
Why, or could I ask, what do you think about Body Shop Foundation?
I think it's something quite rare, actually, in today's age. I think their philosophy of giving to smaller charities, non-governmental organisations, making smaller grants, I know, prompts some controversy sometimes, but I think quite often the very best work of organisations, and particularly charitable organisations, is done on a very, very small scale, because I think you have a potential to change lives quite often, which is greater when you're working with a smaller team of people, because of the human connection that I think you find. Not exclusively, but in my experience more commonly in those sort of organisations.
And with the group of riders that we've got, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, apart from me, obviously, I would say definitely not me. It's going to be Pascal. But I think Jez might give him a run for his money.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks.